Our today's topic is converting non-terminating recurring decimal numbers into P by Q form. We all know that our rational numbers are of the form P by Q, and their decimal expansion is either terminating or non-terminating, recurring. So, for terminating, let us take an example. If I want to convert a terminating decimal expansion into P by Q, that is very easy. That you already know. Let us take an example. 3.5. So this can be written as 35 by 10, and hence further can be simplified. I want to write 0.726. This can be written as 726 upon 1000. We don't have a problem in converting a terminating decimal expansion into P by Q form. But how to convert a non-terminating recurring decimal expansion into P by Q? We need to follow some steps, and then I will explain it with the help of some examples. Now my steps. I'm writing my steps which I'm going to follow in these questions. The first step is we need to keep it in mind that decimal should be before the bar. If it is not before the bar, if not, multiply by suitable 10, 100, etc. That I'll explain to you what I mean to it in the example. Second step, once my decimal is just before the bar, I need to multiply by as many zeros I mean to say here, 10, 100, 1000, as many digits under the bar. And thirdly, we are going to subtract the equations having same after the decimal. So main three steps. So let's take first example. Suppose I take one example. I have to convert 0.36 bar in P by Q form. This is a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So I'm going to let it equal to 0.36 bar. Now since it is 0.36, 36, 36, so on and on and on, I can't divide it by 100 here, because after the decimal my numbers are not stopping. So this will be wrong. I can't divide it by 100. It is not a terminating decimal expansion. It is non-terminating. So we have a different method for this. Now I have taken x is equal to 0.36 bar. My first step was that the decimal should be just before the bar. Yes, here my decimal is just before the bar. So I need not multiply anything. I need not shift it. My second step was to multiply with as many zeros, as many digits under the bar. Now, how many digits I have under the bar? I have 2 digits. So I am going to multiply by 100 both sides. Multiply 100 both sides. So it will be 100x is equal to 36.36 bar. Why is it so? Because when I multiplied it with 100, what happened? My decimal place shifted to 2 places. It shifted 1 block to the right. Now this is again still, the right hand side is still 3636, on and on and on. So the number of the decimal is still 36 bar, but my decimal has shifted 1 block. So this is my first equation, this is my second equation. My third step was to subtract the 2 equations having same after decimal. Now I can see my first equation and second equation both have 0.36 bar after the decimal. So I am going to subtract 1 from 2. So it will be 100x minus x is equal to 36.36 bar minus 0.36 bar. Since my digits after the decimal are same, so this will come out to be 99. X is equal to 36. So x is equal to 36 upon 99, which can be further simplified as 12 upon 33. So this actually means that 12 upon 33 is equal to 0.36 bar. Now let's take another example. The second example, I want to convert 2.13 bar in P by Q form. Now let's follow the steps that we discussed. My first step said that the decimal should be just before the bar. But my bar is here on 3 and my decimal is before 1. So I need to shift it before the bar. That means I need to shift it here. So that means I have to shift how many places? I have to just shift one place. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. So what's going to happen? 10x is equal to 21.3 bar. Now my decimal is just before the bar as per the first step. Now the second step said that I have to multiply with as many digits I have to multiply with as many zeros as many digits under the bar. So here, how many digits do I have under the bar? I have only one digit. So that means I have to multiply with 10. So multiply by 10 both sides. So it will be 10 into 10x is equal to 10 into 21.3 bar. So it will be 100x is equal to 213.3 bar. So one block has shifted. Now this is my third equation. Now I have to subtract those two equations which have same after the decimal. Now I can see in my second and third equation I have same after the decimal, that is 3 bar. So I will subtract 2 from 3. The third step, subtract 2 from 3. So it will be 100x minus 10x. This is my third equation and this is my second equation. 100x minus 10x is equal to 213.3 bar minus 21.3 bar. So what do we get? We get 90x is equal to, after the decimal will be 0 and this will be 192. So x is equal to 192 upon 90. Upon 90. This can be further simplified as 96 upon 45. I think it can be further cancelled with 3 also. 32 upon 15. That is the lowest term. So therefore 2.13 bar can be written as 32 upon 15. Let's discuss one more example. Convert 3.156 bar in P by Q form. So my first step said that the decimal should be just before the bar, but my bar here is on 5 and 6. So I need to shift it how many places? One place. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. So this will be 10x is equal to 31.56 bar. Now my bar decimal is just before the bar. So now the second step, as per second step, I have to multiply with as many zeros as many digits under the bar. So how many digits under the bar here? 2. So I am going to multiply by 100. When I'm saying as many, 0 doesn't mean 0 into it means tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay. So now multiply by 100 both sides. So what's going to happen? It will be 10x into 100 is equal to 31.56 bar into 100. So it will be 1000x is equal to, one block is going to shift So it will be, now this was my first equation, this is my second equation, and this is my third equation. So which two equations have same after decimal? Second and third. So subtract 2 from 3. It will be 1000x minus 10x is equal to 3156.56 bar minus 31.56 bar. So it will be 990x is equal to, after the decimal it will be 0, and on subtracting 3156 and 31 I get 3125. So my x is equal to 3125 upon 990. Hence, therefore 3.156 bar is actually equal to 3125 upon 990.